Hello and welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Guerra. I have the pleasure of being joined today by Mr. Dennis Beemon and Mr. Joe Guillen. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming on. We have a lot to talk about today in our short time. You both have J&D Music.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you take it from there and tell us about your upcoming gig. I think you're playing headlining at the Fall Fest.
Yes, well, first, I'm the leader of J&D Music. We have a full band, five-piece band, sometimes six, it depends, whatever's feasible. We've been around different bands, but we grouped together about a year ago, and we do all genres. We do Motown, classic rock, 50s, 60s, Latin, country. So, we're based out of Vegas and Pahrump, but we're honored to be at the Fall Fest this Friday and Saturday from 8 to 10 and be the headliners. And we're going to do all
awesome.
50s, the Chubby Checker, the Little Richard, Fats Domino, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens. So, we're excited, for us to be up there. So,
That's awesome. You play all around town though too, and like you said, you guys are very versatile. I've seen you play before, and you get everybody out there dancing.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the whole thing, my motto, because I come from Chicago, and I was in a horn band, and I was in a classic rock band, and we did an album, original band, and because of our energy that we have, so I figured, hey, people when they see us playing, they're so excited, they're screaming for one more. So I said, you know what, our motto is, we'll have you dancing, romancing, and wanting more. And for up to this point, we've that's what we have done.
That's awesome. And Dennis, how about you? How long have you been in music?
At least a half a century or more. If I hate to say that, it's been a long time. I mean, I basically come out of the Midwest. I come from basically close to where he come out of Chicago, but I traveled through other venues to get to Las Vegas. I came to Las Vegas in 1973.
Okay.
So I got to see a lot of changes there, and of course, a lot of changes in this valley. I moved out here in '95, and I think that this town has grown quite considerably now.
Yeah, it has. I think we're going to see a lot of people this year at the Fall Fest. And you had a music store too. And what instrument do you play?
I'm a keyboardist, and that's my primary instrument. Also, I do guitar and amplifier on top of it. Anyway,
Oh man, you're very busy still.
You're still but yet you're supposedly retired from.
You retired to get busy, right?
Right.
And but yeah, I had probably about 3 stores at one time in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And so it's a whole different criteria. I mean, a lot of people, well-known artists and stuff like that, and just doing it. At least now I have enough time to go actually do it myself now.
Yeah. How you guys are both full-time musicians.
Yes.
So how busy are you? Like, there will be lots of opportunities for people to see you. You have some gigs coming up because I think people really enjoy you. I've seen you a couple times, and I know that people will follow. People are following because they want to go out and have a good time.
Well, that's the whole thing, giving people what they like. People want to go out there and they want to dance and just have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we do. That's why we have different genres to give everybody a little bit of everything. So we played at Rhinestone, we give them country.
Mm-hmm.
We play at the Bearded Lady, we give them rock. We played at 5280, we mix it up, Motown 50s, 60s. It depends, what the crowd brings. And we're going to be at Mountain Falls and Ovation for the Fall Fest also. And we played Sanders Winery and sold it out.
Oh, nice.
There's
It's
a lot
nice
of
out there.
Oh, beautiful. So, we went out there and we had them dancing from the first song to the last. And I should have threw in a slow song, but I would just
there was too much energy to do it.
Too much energy, so yeah.
That's
Also,
awesome.
we play in Las Vegas too. I mean, because this valley, as it grows, as more places come on, hopefully, there'll be more, I say, bars or clubs open up here. But for the meantime, we do play down there, and we have some very good gigs coming up, especially in December.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're booked for New Year's.
Oh, that's
in
awesome.
Summerlin at the ballroom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's just the genre. Like I said, the genres that we do, and because like I said, I was in Chicago, and that's what I had a big horn band, and that's what we did. So I brought that over here, and I've been here in Pahrump 7 years. So beautiful town, enjoy it.
Oh,
Everybody's
I
good
know we're
here.
glad to have you.
Thank you.
I have a question, or I actually have it's a combo question. So you also have done some local work for some charities out here,
Yes.
and I know that the town and the community and the organizations really appreciated that. Didn't you do like you did a Christmas?
Yeah, we did Thanksgiving for Knight County and the Christmas.
Oh,
We did
That's
both. Give our
awesome.
time,
Thank
and
you for doing that.
we love helping people ourselves. And even for the older places, the older folks that they don't get to come out. We love to
Yeah.
go. Entertain them.
Yeah, that was really nice. Thank you so much for doing that. I heard a lot of people commenting on how much fun they had.
Oh,
So that was great.
and also we've done the RV parks, preferred, but and especially treasures. I mean, that allows let's say the 55 plus population out there opportunities that would probably not come out otherwise.
Yeah.
And we're not opposed to trying to do charitable events when we have time available for it. Because
Yeah,
time,
that's
the
nice.
community, if they support us, also we support them.
yeah.
That's awesome. And so say if like a business or an organization, if you're watching, how would they get a hold of you if they want to try to, like talk to you about booking?
They could call me. My name is Joe Guillen. My number is 708-257-7141. That's my cell phone number.
Awesome. And do you have social media pages?
Yeah, actually, our page is J and then the sign and JND Music, and everything's capital, and that's our page. Or you go to my page on Facebook. It's called Joe and Vato VATO, and send me a message, and whatever we could help you.
Oh,
We'll
that's
be there
awesome.
if we're not busy.
Thank you. So I know that everybody is going to have fun. Let's talk about your upcoming gigs. So Fall Festival, it's going to be Friday and Saturday. This is going to air post Friday, so Saturday. So tonight, get out there and see them at Petrick Park at 8 o'clock. And what are your upcoming gigs after that?
Well, the following week we go back to Rhinestone on Friday and
Okay.
Saturday, 8 to 12. After that, we go. Actually, we have a gig in Vegas, a place down there. But yet, then we come back. Is it Ovation or Mountain Falls?
Ovation. Yeah.
Ovation, which is out there next to Mountain Falls, part of the
Okay.
complex. And then I believe it's the Hub on the 15th and 22nd. We go the Bearded Lady,
Bearded Lady.
and then we go back to Rhinestone on a Friday the 28th and the 29th. We were at Treasures.
Then we're
You have a full,
Mount
this is
Springs.
all for October?
I'm sorry about that.
September and October. Yeah.
Wow,
We're
that's a
booked
lot
every
of
week.
gigs coming up. So definitely, I think that you'll have to visit their page so that you can see all the gigs. And then we'll also share it on our Community Viewpoint page because we also want to support. We love music and the arts, and we want to make sure that we support you. And we're going to put all of those gigs, even upcoming. So we'll put the end of September, October, and November and December. So we'll put them all on there. So you could just refer to that post to get all the dates on there.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. So what is your we talked about Dennis plays keyboards. Tell us about your instrument.
Well, I'm a vocalist and I play percussion. Been singing probably 40 years, 50 years.
Okay.
Started in Chicago. Applied myself. Never sang. I studied when I was like 28.
Mm-hmm.
But I applied myself and studied, and long story short, I mean, I pretty much could sing any genre. And we
That's
do Journey, we do Sticks, Bon Jovi, Foreigner, Boston, Smokey Robinson, Temptations, Four Tops, all the country, Frankie Valli, Righteous Brothers,
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so I mean, I applied myself, and I played with a band in Chicago. We did an album. Played with Jose Feliciano. Yeah, he
Oh.
played with us on stage. Los Lobos, Lonely Boys, Malo, and Tierra. So
Okay.
it was fun.
That's awesome. What is what's your favorite thing to sing? Like, do you have a favorite song to sing, or a couple of songs?
Well, Faithfully by Journey.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how about you, Dennis?
As far as music-wise, I do like, the Journey sticks and things that Joe does, but also I'm more a classic rock player in my life.
Okay.
I really, and I've done a lot of blues too in Vegas. And I don't know, I guess I like all genres, but my heart is in certain
Your heart's in the classic rock.
But
classic
I
rock.
think he likes Chicago because every time we're
Yeah.
gonna set up, he's
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, that's true.
the
I-
Chicago
Chicago.
tune.
Chicago Blood, Sweat, and Tears are
Yeah.
two of my favorite type of music.
That's what brought you guys together. You're from Chicago. You're playing Chicago.
Well, yeah. I started out in horn bands also when I first got into playing in that. And we did, those days, they did things like the Buckinghams,
Okay.
Eyes of Mark. And when Chicago came along, or Blood, Sweat, and Tears, that changed the music. So it to a whole different venue. So, I mean, it fits, and combining, rock with horn bands,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it really says a lot when you have so many gigs and you play such a variety of music. I think that speaks volumes to music itself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think music is good for the soul. I love music. I love interviewing musicians because I think just music is important. Whether you're a musician or whatever job you do, like you go anywhere, you
Right.
go to the doctor, or you go to the store, there's always music. I think that music is like essential to
It's
life itself,
Yeah.
So it's really great that you play such a wide variety and so many people can enjoy it. And you also take requests.
Right.
That's so awesome.
It was. We were at Rhinestones. And, we basically play country, but if somebody has a request, we'll do it. And somebody requested a salsa song, and we did, and I
That's
mean,
great.
people were just dancing. It's the beat of the music, the feel, that you have from your soul. I mean, you don't have to understand the words, but if you feel that rhythm and that beat,
Yep.
you're in it.
Thank you
So,
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank you.
much, you both, for being on here. Check out our page to see all of their upcoming shows, and please go enjoy them tonight at the Fall Festival. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you so much, both.
God bless. Thank you.
Both of you.
And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host once again. And if you're watching this, that means you're not at the Fall Festival this weekend. So thank you for watching this. So this will be our last broadcast concerning the remote area medical, which will be coming up very shortly, September 30th, October 1st and 2nd, which will be the following weekend. So I just want to let you know that, once again, no questions are asked. You could come and get services done for dental, which will be fillings, cleaning, exams, and extractions. Vision for glasses, comprehensive exams, and you'll have glasses made on site. Medical help, you'll have exams, medication adjustment, chiropractic adjustments, referrals, medication refills. Mental health is available, medication review, psychiatric assessments, excuse me, mental health screenings, and counseling. And then women's health with pap smears, exams, certificates for free mammograms. So this is 12:01 Saturday morning, or actually Friday night at midnight. The gates will open. You'll be able to go into the parking lot at the Pathways building, and 6 o'clock in the morning. After that, people will be starting to get in the line for services. So if you don't know what the RAM event is yet, what RAM is all about, I had a video. It's called Intro to the Remote Area Medical. So let's play that right now.
A lot of these communities here, they don't get a lot of care that they need. They don't have access to care.
There's so many people out there without insurance that can't afford them, and they need help. There's a lot of people that's suffering because they can't afford to go to a doctor because they can't afford the insurance.
Without this sort of an event, they wouldn't get the help.
You can't put a price tag on what we're doing in these clinics and the care we're giving and the impact it has on people's lives.
Remote Area Medical is it's a nonprofit. We travel around and we set up mobile medical clinics. We do these around the country from coast to coast, and we provide all the services at free of cost to the patients that are coming through the doors.
Originally, of course, Remote Area Medical was organized for the purpose of going to third world countries. I found myself in a place in South America called British Guiana, and I was very badly injured. They pulled me out from underneath the horse, and one of them said, well, the nearest doctor is 26 days on foot from here. And so that was really the beginning. Eventually learned to fly an airplane. I was able to fly in medical supplies. Came to the conclusion that maybe we needed to bring the doctors a little bit closer than 26 days on foot. Years later, ended up here in the United States. And to my surprise, I found that there were millions of people that didn't have access to the health care that they needed.
RAM is important because it fills a gap. The need for health care is out there across America, whether you're in Appalachia or whether you're in Los Angeles. We see the same thing from community to community.
We brought it to the community knowing there was a need, but not having any idea how great the need was. It wasn't a question as to whether or not we would bring it back.
These clinics are designed for locals to come through the community. They're able to receive medical, dental, or vision care.
Even though many of them are working, many of them have health insurance, that's an area that's not covered by insurance for many, many policies.
This is wonderful. I mean, to have something like this, to provide the health care that people need, to prevent tooth loss, to prevent breast cancer.
Free health care, totally free, no questions asked.
It's really going to change their lives, and it's going to change their lives in a good way for a long time.
RAM is an opportunity for someone to give back and to take part.
I was so impressed with the first clinic that I went to. I came back a renewed person. I would strongly encourage all medical professionals to consider volunteering. Here you are free to provide medicine and give the very best care you possibly can to people who truly need it.
Even if you have no medical experience, you can come into a medical clinic and provide a service that really touches the lives of people.
What we do, of course, is a very expensive operation. Our support comes mainly from those $10 and $15 donations from the general public.
To get involved, it's actually through our website at ramusa.org. Someone can sign up as a volunteer. Again, they do not need any medical experience.
It's a real privilege to work with Remote Area Medical.
I'd like to invite you to volunteer at future clinics and fund future efforts by going to ramusa.org so together we can make an impact in our communities. And thank you again.
So that's a little bit about what the RAM is about. You saw Stan Brock there. He passed away a few years ago. He's the person who initiated this huge undertaking. He was in, I think it's Mutual of Omaha's Animal Kingdom. God, I'm dating myself from old TV. But anyway, that's a little bit about what it's all about. You don't stand in line all evening like that anymore since we've gone to the Pathways campus. You can stay in your cars after the gates open at midnight, and at 6 o'clock is when you stand in a shorter line waiting for the services over there. One of the, looking back at the past years, there's a little snippets that I find near and dear to my heart. There's these two people, Scott and Maddie, that were at the Nye Community Coalition Campus 2018 that made use of the services. So let's see why they used the services, and it's very logical why they did. So let's go to that video clip right now.
Originally, we're from back east, but we live in Pahrump, Nevada now. I was a dental assistant So that means I have no benefits at all. They never put money away for us or anything like that. So we got stuck with being disabled and not being able to get any dental at all. So we're here mainly for him. And then my eyes were getting bad, so I decided to see if I needed another set of eyeglasses, and I do. So, and they're pretty, they're green. He went like 3 years ago, but at that time they need to deep scale. So all they did was polish and say he needed to come back. Well, it's over $1,000 for just 2 quadrants, so there was no way that we could do that. So I scaled at home as deep as I could, but he has brain damage, so now he doesn't brush as much. So we're going to be in here for an hour or so. This is a gift. Yes, I'm going to say thank you to all of them. Everybody was so nice. We have a problem where Scott can't be left alone. So somebody stayed with him the whole day when I was somewhere else. So I mean, you could have asked for bigger blessings.
That was sweet. I really enjoyed that. So we have another video here in just a second. I went to Walmart the other day, and there's a big placard in front of the door promoting the event. So you'll see these placards in front of the doors of Walmart and the other stores in town, shamelessly promoting the RAM event. It's been on TV, the TV station here in town, PV Times, and it's been, we've had flyers all over the place. So if you don't know about it, it's not from our lack of advertising, I'll tell you that. So once again, it's no questions asked. All you have to do is come there. You could have a lot of insurance or no insurance at all, and we don't ask questions. Just give us your name, and then we'll get you set up for dental one day, because that takes a long time, or optical, which takes a long time. So you choose one or the other for one day. So let's look at another video for the Prump area. That's October 3rd and 4th, 2020, when they came to town there too.
This video is brought to you by Prump Valley Air Conditioning and Heating. 775-727-7488.
And just remember that we're still looking for general support volunteers. They're needed for Friday the 30th, Saturday, October 1st, and Sunday, October 2nd. Volunteer areas are needed for kitchen food prep, patient registration and check-in, volunteer check-in, setup and tear down, parking lot check-in, interpreters, general medical, dental, vision, and area support. So if you need to register, we'd love you to register. Please register at www.ramusa.org/volunteer. And for more information, please call the coalition at 775-727-9970. Remember, it's the Pathways Building on the Prump Valley High School campus, 2000 South Mount Charleston Drive West, if you have to use Google Maps, but I don't think you need it in town here. So remote area medical, this is the 7th one, and I hope to see you there. I'll be there all weekend. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you there.